Hey Flosstube. I am doing a video today because it has been a month and I need to. And this is a very hard video to do because Jesus Christ. I have something to share that geez. And before this I was like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, after I filmed my last video, Dharma started not doing very well. She had been diagnosed 4 or 5 months ago with cardiomyopathy. We had done ultrasounds and put her on all of the recommended medications. She hated it. We hated it. And, but we were doing it. We're doing the medications. And she lost too much weight. But that was not the problem. The problem was the continued fluid buildup around her heart, and going into complete congestive heart failure. So on November 2nd, Jim and I took her to the vet and said goodbye to Dharma. And you second guess yourself and you're like, could we have done something else? But even with the vet telling you you made the right choice, she had stopped eating. And I got up super early on that Saturday and to come and check on her, and just spent way before the sun came up down here with her on the couch. And like, she was in my stitchy spot and she got up to get a drink of water, and this is my stitchy spot. The fountain is right there against that wall, like 10 feet from me. She had to stop to take a break. And then when she got over there, she didn't drink. We did the right thing. I know we did. I miss her. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. I'm pausing. We're okay. Buster is okay. It's very hard for another pet to understand what has happened. We're settling into a different routine. We're okay. I have lost pets before. It's never easy. Jim grew up in a household without pets. His dad is allergic to cats. His mom is scared of cats and animals in general. They moved all the time, so he never had a pet. And then enter me into his life. When we first started dating, I had a cat named Phoebe, and then I got Buster right when we started dating. In fact, he helped me name Buster, and Phoebe hated Jim. She hated him so much. And even after we moved in together in 2010, you know, obviously Phoebe moved in too, she never loved Jim. And I mean, she would lay with me and she was my baby, But, I mean, like, she would never snuggle with Jim or anything like that. She got cancer at a very young age. It was very aggressive. And when we had to do the same with Phoebe, it's the only time I have ever seen my husband shed a tear. I've been to human funerals with him. And living with Phoebe every day, I mean, he lived with her every day for 3 years. And she was a part of our family, even if she hated him. But Dharma was his baby. Dharma was his baby girl. Jim has taken this very hard. It's been 2 weeks, but grief has no timeline. But we're okay. We're okay. But I obviously can't not share this with you guys. But I am extremely sorry to start the video off on such a downer note. But we're okay. Those of you who sent me sympathy cards, thank you so much. I have not reached out and said thank you individually to people, but it is truly, truly meaningful. My coworkers, man, they are amazing. Over the past couple of weeks, they have given me a plant and a sympathy card. And I thought it was so weird yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes. No? Doesn't matter. Like, they were just all texting me going, when are you going to be back at the office? I need your help with something. I'm like, I'm in court. I'll, I don't know how long this hearing is going to be. I'll get lunch and be back at the office. When are you going to be at the office? They all had other places they had to be, but they had gotten me flowers. And they had taken this picture that I had posted of Dharma and had it framed. So it is on my desk at work. I need to bring it home. Her ashes are on the side table right here. Just in the faux wood box that the crematory sent them back in. I did order things you do because you need to do something immediately. I scoured the internet and I found a ceramicist potter who makes pet urns. And I guess I just asked nicely enough because her response was, I don't do custom orders, but for you I will. So I won't share her name because she doesn't do custom orders. But I sent her that picture of Dharma, unbeknownst to my coworkers, that was like my favorite, that really showed off how beautiful she was. And I said, can you make an urn with a glaze that's her? Like, that it shows off how beautiful she was. So that should be coming in the next week or so. Man, she was a beautiful cat. And she was so sweet. So sweet. Okay. I'm not sick anymore. That's good. I cut my hair again. When your cat dies and United States election falls in the same week. Make some rash decisions. So I don't know that I love this. You guys let me know what you think. Yeah, it's like that haircut after a breakup. Jeez Louise, get it together, Emily. Let's talk some cross stitch, and then I will talk about winners of the giveaways from last time. But let's talk some cross stitch. Bag from Vintage Owl Lady. I worked on this like one more day since the last video. This is Not Forgotten Farm, Reverend Gordon Squash Bottom. I'm doing this on a piece of Weeks Dye Works Gray, 36 count. Well, as you remember, it said 36 count. This is 40 count, and then I'm doing 2/2. And it might be the death of me, but I'm finishing it. But this is where we are. 2/2 on 40. Like an insane person. Let's fold this a little differently. Let's put our creases in different places. So, yeah, I'll finish that eventually. It's just, you really got to be in the mood to work on that. I have 2 finishes. I finished Primitive Needle Tombstone Spots. Did this on a piece of Fiber on a Whim 36 count Affogato in the called for threads, and it really turned out quite lovely. I finished this the day that Dharma died, which was somewhat fitting. It's really a lovely piece. I worked on this with Michelle Lithart, Cozy Egg, and we worked on it along the way with each other, and we actually both finished it about at the same time, which was also really nice. It was very, very nice. We did our Dark October seance that we do every year, and I started the initial planchette design that she had designed, and you can buy this from Cozy Egg, from Michelle. I did this on a scrap of linen that I had. I think it's like an old piece of silk weaver, and used some called for threads and some that I had on hand because I wanted to start it during the seance, and then I finished it in a couple of days. I also went ahead and let's see, did I save it? I don't know. Michelle, I'm sorry. Person who did this, I'm sorry. But there's a woodworker on Etsy who does a lot of boards for finishing cross-stitch pieces, and she worked with Michelle and did these planchettes, these wooden planchettes with the little feet, and it will fit on here, but I've got to fully finish it, and we all know I'm really terrible at that, but I will get it done. So I actually finished that before Tombstone Spots, and then moved to Tombstone Spots and finished it, and then I was wanting some stitching that was soothing and comforting, and that was calling to me, with everything that had happened with Dharma's passing. And I ended up pulling out Blue Cat. And this is Quincy the Cat and Scoot is the actual name of this piece, by Miss Prim. I love this cat. It's soothing stitching. Just in general, it reminded me of this doorstop that we had growing up that was a blue cat. And it had like a jar of marbles on the inside, so it held the door. But it reminds me of that. And now will always remind me of Dharma. I'm doing this on a piece. Guys, maybe I'm not okay. Did this on a piece of Fox and Rabbit prehistoric linen. It's kind of a gray color. And I only had the head before, so I got the body and the mouse. I am going to change the eye color to the color of Dharma's eyes to finish this. The called for eye color is a very vivid marigold yellow. Her eyes were a very beautiful, strangely, Natasha sent me this card with a Luna moth on it, and that's kind of the color that Dharma's eyes were. So I've got to find just the right color thread. I actually think that there's one from Color and Cotton. I was on their website. If the pictures are true-ish, I think there's one called Caterpillar that will be a lovely match. That I need to order because I don't have it. But that's my plan for this. Keep working on it, get it finished up. Do the eyes a lovely shade of green. Whew. Only other thing I've worked on is the Blackbird Style started on November 8th, and I got to start on it. That is this piece by Mirabilia, which is supposed to be based on the character Kathy from Wuthering Heights. I have never read Wuthering Heights, so forgive me those of you who are doing this who are big Bronte fans. I just love this image. She looks so bohemian and forlorn, and it's a lovely image. So I got a pretty decent start on it. This is a huge piece of linen, doing it on 32 count, because she's pretty big. Doing this on 32 count Mummy by Bestitch Me, and this is where I got to. I didn't start on her skin because I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do it 2/2 or if I wanted to do 1/1 skin. I've decided I want to do 2/2 skin. It will make my brain happier to do 2/2. I've done 1/1 before, and I don't enjoy doing it. Some people do. I do not. And the look is beautiful, but I also think 2/2 is beautiful. So I'm going to do 2/2. But I was holding off to fully make that decision. Winners. So Mad for Minders giveaway, we're going to choose one winner who is going to get to select their 2 favorite minders from Mad for Minders and receive those in the mail. And I did a drawing earlier, and the winner is Flower to Power. She says, let me pull this up, I've got it here on my computer. Mad for Minders has so many wonderful items. I'd say 2 of my favorites are retro ornaments and stained glass flamingo. So Flower to Power, WR, the number 2, PWR. This is you. Like the Mad Reminder shop on Etsy. Comment down below in this video, and let's get you connected with Avika. I'll talk about my nail polish in a second. It's also, ignore that. That's anxiety. Yes. So comment down below, like Mad Reminders, reach out to Avika. Let's get you hooked up with her. I also said that I was going to be giving away this lovely kimono. And I also drew a name for that. And the winner is Mountaineer Knitter 3165. You can't see where she said kimono right here because she left a very long comment, which I love. And I love a long comment. But thank you so much. Reach out to me on either DMs on Instagram or email me at emilysavaro@gmail.com with your mailing address. And I will get that out to you as soon as I can. I say as soon as I can because poor Katie, who won my 9-year giveaway, I just got her package out like this week. And I was like, full of apologies. And she was like, honey, you've had a lot happening lately. It is okay. And I'm just so thankful that she was understanding because I felt like crap for not doing that. But I'll try to do better with the kimono. It has been a lot lately. We finished up our volunteer class. So that's like 9 weeks of training. And then because it's 2 counties, I had 2 separate swearing-ins this week. Got those done. And we're already prepping for the next class. It's just never ending, but it's good work. We help people. We help kids. It's what's important. Yeah. Let's look at haul. I got my fabric of the month from the Stitch Me. And this is why you do fabrics of the month. This piece of fabric right here. Because I probably would have never purchased this on my own. But now I'm really glad I have it in stash. Because something is going to look really cool on this. This is 36 count cold foam. It is very mottled, but very much still a neutral. And I really like it. But I don't think I would have bought this on my own. So this is a good example of why you do fabrics of the month. Very lovely. My threads of the month from Coloring Cotton. This is my November thread club. I'm in the primitive and neutral, and got 5 skeins from them. Very, very beautiful. I love that blue is stuck in there with these warm neutral tones. It's called Trapeze. There's Cayenne, Trapeze, Wooden Soldiers, Frankincense, and Toffee in that order, if you really love any of these. I bought a handful. Okay. I bought a handful of charts. None of these I needed. Sometimes we just buy things. It is what it is. This is a Liz Matthews chart that really reminds me of some old Good Housewife charts. This is Golden Sampler Fragment. Let's get that glare off there. I just liked it, so I bought it. This is Teresa Kogut, Wherever There Are Birds. It says, wherever there are birds, there is hope. It's a goofy little bird, but I love the saying. I love the goofy little bird. It's nice. And this is charted for Classic Colorworks, DMC, and Weeks Dye Works. This is also a Teresa Kogut. This is Primbird's Pin Drum. It's more stitching than... Okay. I need a new ring light. I bought this one to replace my old one, and I do not like it. My old one, the phone was not... This one, the phone is in the center of the ring. I should have known better than to purchase that. My other one, like the phone was below the ring, and you could adjust the ring like off to the side where you still got light, but you could adjust it away from right here. And you didn't get this all the time because this is annoying. This is annoying. I don't like this. I need to get a new ring light. If you're a company that happens to be watching my video and you want to send me a ring light that will not do this, that would be fantastic. But that's not going to happen. Yes, Primbird's Pin Drum. I love orange. I love orange. I love this. It's nice. This is charted for Weeks Dye Works, looks like Gentle Arts, and Classic Colorworks. And it is almost solid stitching except for the background behind the birds. And this would be a fun little stitch. I should get that up. This I bought because you don't see it a lot, but every time I do happen across it in a smaller shop for some reason, I love it. This is Stacey Nash Primitive's Redbud Cottage Pin Keep. I may have bought this already and have it in my stash. If so, I have 2 of them, and when I discover that, I will give one away one day. But I love this. The colors are so lovely. And it looks like it is just DMC. Is that correct? Beautiful. I pulled out, tilt you this way. This is my stitching spot. My lamp is still on because that's what I was doing. I was watching X-Files and stitching. And I have pulled out to work on, here it is, Enchanted by Carriage House Samplings. And I'll show you progress on it next time. But this is what I'm working on in the meantime. This is going to be a short video. This was a little therapeutic. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me cry. Thanks for supporting my channel. And yeah. Oh, I said I would mention nail polish. I'm going to try and keep my nails painted more, because if I have my nails painted, I'm not chewing on my cuticles as much, because it's like it stops me. That number 1, the taste, and number 2, I'm like, oh, I don't want to mess up my nails. Why I don't care if I don't have nail polish on, if I ruin, I'm not flipping you off, but if I ruin my fingers, my knuckle, my side of my finger there, just destroyed, because that's what I do. But I will continue to try to paint my nails and keep myself from doing that. Also not sponsored, I have fallen in love with a nail polish brand. This nail polish brand. And I've been buying it on Amazon. They have their own website, but one of the paralegals at court had her nails done. And I was like, that is the most beautiful polish I've ever seen. Where did you get that? And she said that she had done, she's like, well, I did some research and I found this nail polish company that's like vegan and cruelty-free and all of these things. It's like a boutique polish, and I really love it. And she told me what color it was. Hers was Jinx, and it was this beautiful, like, deep purple with sparkles in it. Most of them have sparkles, but not glitter. Like, whatever's in these is, like, not harmful to the environment. So the one that I'm wearing right now is this one. They come in these little boxes. This is Rock Bottom. And yeah, it's this one. ILNP. Now, if they want to sponsor me and have me talk about their nail polish on a regular basis, I definitely will. I got this one because I thought it would look nice for the holidays. They have like 400 and something colors. This one is called Spiced Cider. How pretty is that? Like a nice, like, medium warm brown. Maybe what I put on my nails for Thanksgiving. This one I just thought was really cool. This one's called Pyro. Now that is a fun polish. I have two upstairs too. I have one called Hex, which is a black with sparkles in it, and one called Shapeshifter, which is a really, really dark brown that I like a lot. Both of those I've already worn. This one is called Black Orchid, and they say that it's a burgundy, but it leans kind of purple to me, like a purpley burgundy. But it's much darker than what I'm wearing. One more. That's what I have currently. I told Jim, I said, they have 400 colors. Put a couple of these in my stocking. This one is called Countryside. It's an olive green. I like the dark colors. They definitely have colors that are brighter and lighter than this, but this is kind of the mood I've been in. Nice dark nails, so that's what I have. Everybody keeps asking me, were you guys going to get another kitten? And I no time soon. Number one, we had Dharma for 11 and a half years. And I feel like I owe her more respect than to try to replace her, because she cannot be replaced. And I feel like I also owe Buster some time to grieve. And he's 16 and a half, guys. He will be 17 like next March. And the stress of a new animal could be a lot for him, I would fear. I don't know. The answer is just not anytime soon. Like I said, this hit Jim very hard, because he's just never really dealt with death. I was doing this channel when my dad died in 2016, and had to come on and have a similar, like, this is what has happened conversation when I started my video that day, and cried on camera again. But Jim has both of his parents. They moved around so much, like, he wasn't ever really close to anybody other than, like, his parents and his brother. I was with him when his maternal grandmother passed, and we went to that funeral. But I mean, He didn't cry. I mean, I think in his family, that's just you're tough. But he is definitely grieving Dharma. And was very clear that he doesn't want another cat anytime soon. I think that I don't know what I think. But everyone, I definitely learned when my dad passed away, everyone grieves differently, and we all deal with death in different ways, and that's okay. It is 100% okay. And so we're just figuring it out together, like we do. I bought a new Owala. Target had special edition ones, and I have a problem. Okay, I'm not going to ramble anymore. I'm going to wrap this video up and get it completed. I will see you guys. I was about to say I'll see you in November. It is November, Emily. It is currently November. Yeah. I'll see y'all later. Love you lots. Thank you for continuing to watch, even when I'm a Debbie Downer. And I'll see you next time.